Survival is not a gift. It is a victory that must be earned in blood.
This was the law 150 million years ago.
The air is dry, choked with volcanic dust.
Two fighters meet, locked in a desperate, primal duel. Is the fortress, a weapon honed by countless battles, now poised in lethal stillness. The hunter, Allosaurus, attacks with relentless, brutal hunger. This brutal confrontation is not a simple hunt. It is the war waged daily in Earth's most famous arena. The Morrison Formation.
The Morrison Formation, a graveyard of giants, where every particle tells a story of survival.
Is the Morrison.
It is not a place, but a period of time.
Vast stretch of the late Jurassic, 156 to 146 million years ago.
Its battlegrounds stretch from Montana to New Mexico.
Is the American West, reimagined as a lost continent.
It was discovered not by scientists, but by bone hunters in a great rush.
For gold, but found dragons.
This formation is a sprawling, semi-arid basin.
It was dominated by massive river systems. This arena was the crucible for the most iconic dinosaurs in history.
Morrison was a landscape of harsh, seasonal extremes. It was defined by a long, relentless dry season. Vast floodplains baked under a relentless sun. The ground cracked, and the rivers slowed to a trickle. This drought was the arena's first weapon, a filter of attrition. Predators and prey gathered at the last remaining waterholes. Tension was a constant, a suffocating blanket of dust.
And then, the wet season.
Skies would rupture. This was not gentle rain. It was a biblical deluge. The sleepy riverbeds transformed into raging, destructive torrents.
These flash floods reshaped the entire landscape in moments. Morrison's true antagonist was not a predator, but this chaotic cycle of drought and deluge.
Only the strongest, or the largest, could endure this calendar of violence.
It was a land that demanded resilience, or it demanded death. This climate forged the very nature of the fighters within it.
A great deluge has passed, washing the world clean. But in this new light, skimming low over a landscape reborn, the recent storm has scrubbed the air.
The arena provided its own arsenal for survival.
Vast forests of conifers, jingos, and towering tree ferns.
These were the engine rooms of the Jurassic, fueling the Titans.
Morrison was, above all, the land of the sauropods. The scale is almost impossible to comprehend. But the arena's most powerful weapon was the river. The rivers were the highways of life, but also the conveyor belts of death. They carved paths, deposited fertile silt, and supported life.
They also carried the bodies of the dead.
This brings us to the fighters. Flora created the fighter class of this arena, the giants. Brachiosaurus, the high browser, a walking siege tower. Diplodocus, the low feeder, a bridge of flesh and bone. Stegosaurus, the fortress, armored against the chaos.
Their very size was a weapon, a declaration of dominance against the harsh climate.
But size is not a guarantee. Even a 60-ton giant begins life. It was the battle for the nest. The sauropods were masters.
They migrated in great herds to ancestral floodplains.
They laid hundreds, perhaps thousands of eggs.
It was a gamble, a strategy of overwhelming the arena with new life.
They will bury their grip and leave it to fate.
This event was a signal to every small predator in the ecosystem.
Newly born, yet already prey. The sudden silence speaks volumes.
The feast had...
Even the earliest mammals, small and nocturnal, stole from the nests.
The hatchlings that emerged were alone, defenseless.
They were born into a world that was actively trying to kill them.
Their only survival weapon was growth.
They had to grow faster than the predators could eat them.
This was the price of gigantism.
A generation sacrificed so that one or two might reach the sky.
This arena demanded a new kind of hunter.
A fighter fast enough to hunt, but strong enough to kill giants.
Morrison's apex predator, Allosaurus fragilis. Fragile name is a lie. It was anything but. Allosaurus did not have the crushing power of a later tyrant. Target, the flanks of the fortress, Stegosaurus.
Here, in the harsh light of the Jurassic, two titans meet.
The confrontation is inevitable.
Stegosaurus, a 4-ton rival, holds its ground.